2, 3, 4.
The world was so big, and I was so small. Your voice was always the loudest of all.
I don't try anything. I just do it.
Okay.
Want to try me? What's that from?
Home Alone. I don't know.
Faster Pussycat
God,
Kill
come
Kill.
on. White zombie guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I feel bad not knowing that. Yeah.
You should have known that. That's upsetting to me.
You ought to know.
I used to have a one of my first like real vehicles that was like reliable enough to drive everywhere was the Silverado truck 2-door short bed black, and I was so into White Zombie at the time that I had this guy who did these amazing stencils, and he just wrote or hand drawn things, and he wrote Black Sunshine. That's what I called the truck. It was. I have a picture. I'll show you. It's pretty rad.
You used to get pulled over all the time.
For the listener.
Oh, Black Sunshine, huh? You're dealing the sunshine acid, huh? The black kind?
Is that what that means?
Well, sunshine.
I had no idea.
I didn't. Yeah, I don't go to fish
shows.
shows, so I have no idea about this terminology.
That's way old. Sunshine is way older than fish.
Is that like brown acid old?
No, it's like that old. Sunshine acid was like very old. Anyway, nobody cares.
Anyway, welcome to the Adventures in Danny and Mike. To my right, Mr. Michael C. Morona.
Yeah, I'm here.
And to his right, Mr. Danny Tamborelli.
Drinking polar seltzer.
Yeah, we're drinking seltzer once again.
And my name is Jeremy. Thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate it.
From the hallowed halls of Seltzer King
Studios,
Studios, bringing you
Yep.
the unsanctified sound straight from the underground.
Speaking of polar seltzer, could you toss me one of those little minis that I so lovingly brought home to you guys from tour?
I guess so.
I'm not going to.
I feel like you just refilled it.
It's fine.
Like
I was just. It was just.
No, I know what you're doing.
You know what? You know what I was doing.
It was
Jesus
rhetorical.
Christ, guys.
You know you can get them at your local.
No.
We have not been able to find little cans, and the only place I know where to get them is in Fairfield, Ohio, at Jungle Gyms, which is where Jeremy told me to go get them, and so I brought them back.
I would like to hear
if your kitten was missing. We can't find little cans. Little cans got out of the car while we were getting gas, and now I don't know where.
It's like little cans.
We have to get
flattened in the middle of the street.
We have to get back on the road.
Little
we
cans.
ran over little cans while we were driving.
Just like the rapper cat, little cans.
Lil cans. But then Lil Cans grew up and just became cans.
Yeah. Which didn't change.
With a Z.
Yeah.
And then became
Cans
scrap. And then
with
became
a Z.
scrap.
Right. With a Z. No, the you were in my home state for a little while there.
I was,
I'd sent you to a beautiful place called Jungle Gyms. Shout out to Jungle Gyms.
Were you in a
Cincinnati.
different time zone, Dan?
No. This was Eastern time zone, as all of Ohio is. I don't know if you know that.
That's true. Yeah,
Every
it's valid.
single bit of Ohio.
I
is
try
in
to
Eastern.
whenever I enter a state, make sure I know
where and when you are.
what time
Well,
when I am.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. We drove from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, into Kentucky, and Murfreesboro is in Central Time. Then Kentucky is Eastern Time as you go through it. And then you get into Indiana, and it goes between Central and Eastern Time again.
Right.
My phone was going nuts, and like the Waze telling
Shall
me
we update your
It's like just telling me where to go, and it was like, oh my god, we're gonna be an hour late. No, we're on time.
you
Now
must-
we're an hour late.
You
Now
must
we're
have
on
seen
time.
some good farmland in your travels.
Lots of farmland, dude. Tons of farmland. We drove all the way through Indiana. Boy, there's Indiana needs. Look, we might lose some people from Indiana right now, but I just got to go out and say it. You guys have some pretty racist town names. Man, I'll give you. I'll send you a picture to put up on the website.
Okay.
But
Great.
there was a sign that we saw that really encapsulated this, which was a sign with two arrows pointing in opposite directions. One saying Whitestown, and the other one saying Brownsburg. No joke, legit sign. And I was just
I'm
like,
sure that's
"Oh,
not an
boy."
accident. Yeah.
No, it's not. And there were also
Those are your neighbors, right?
It was
Sort
just,
of
it was just
distant.
very, it was just very interesting, and it was like, it just felt it felt very pointed, along with crazy billboards that were like,
Go to Applebee's.
no,
You
there was
will
a couple.
meet God.
They were
Yeah.
well,
Did you
those
see
the
those?
religious ones that whatever the commandments, you will meet
understand,
God. Like
yeah.
it's fine. No, the ones that got me on this trip were 2 specific billboards for the same gun shop off this highway, and one of them was a picture of a pistol with a silencer on it that says, "To be clear, silencers are legal." That was one, and that was like a sign, a billboard to get people into
Just
the
so
fucking
you know, yeah.
gun
Silencers.
store.
Go ahead.
And the second one was
Same gun store.
the same gun store, was the unmodded, AR-15 with all the different things that you can put onto it to make it, with a banana clip, all sorts of stuff on it. And again, it was like, we have Bushmaster AR-15s. Like you can mod them like
You know they have grip nuts now.
basically just like it was
It's a different,
it was very
You know they
it
have
was
grip.
very troubling.
You know they sell grip nuts now.
I don't know what grip nuts are.
You know truck nuts, right?
Yes,
You know what truck nuts are.
yes,
You know what truck nuts are.
yes.
Of
the
course.
things that
Yeah.
hang off the back.
I
of
just
a
saw a
pickup
pair the
truck,
other day.
yes.
And
Blue
they
ones.
and they
Blue
They have
balls.
grip ones.
they go in a receiver in the back of for your tow hitch.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's ones that go where your gun would take a grip up front. I'm not kidding you.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
just saw them
God.
online.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. it's
Not
insane.
that I'm subscribed to
No,
grip
that's just
nuts
that's
dot
some-
list
that-
group
that's
group
it,
list.
that nut,
Yeah.
yeah.
no crazy town.
Yeah.
Crazy town.
But there are
stuff.
grip nuts if
Yeah.
you want to have that.
Well, tell me
if
your.
you want to grip a pair of nuts while you're
I don't think I do. I'll think about it though.
sacked.
Tell me about your Jungle Gyms experience. You saw the bathrooms with the porta potty.
Yeah,
saw a picture.
The Jungle Gym bathroom that everyone says is the #1 bathroom. It wins the #1 award. So I was like, what the? I
who
know
has
it's
that
just stupid.
contest?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Are
It's
you
a
getting
stupid
endorsement
contest.
money at this
No, I'm
point?
just saying. I just saw they have a big sign that says these are the #1 bathrooms in the country, rated by like National Bathroom Association.
There you go.
I would say probably Bathroom Monthly because it's a lot more. BM is a lot more reliable.
Yeah, well,
Judge of
I
this
didn't know
thing.
about all
It's-
the different ones.
Plus, they have the.
But yes, you walk in.
pun,
You walk
yeah.
into a porta potty opening, and then you get transported into a normal
The small opening
regular
of a
bathroom
Oh.
that is just like every other bathroom. So I came out of there very disappointed.
Except it has jungle noises
It does have jungle
all over
noises
the store.
throughout
Well, especially in the
entire thing.
bathrooms. But
They
yeah.
also, this guy like who owns Jungle Gyms apparently is like, he like will go into his store like dressed as a wizard and like
You
talk
talk about
to
James?
kids. I don't know who. It might be Jim. Yeah, James.
probably
James
Jim,
Jungle.
yeah.
Right. Mhm.
Yeah.
But he also has like all these like animatronic things. So there's like an old like Campbell soup like can in a moving swing that's like 20 feet tall. It's massive.
Really? I don't think I saw.
I
maybe
took a
that's an
picture of
upgrade.
It gets its
Send
own
to you.
Oh,
building.
okay.
Uh,
I just remember the the food.
there's that.
the
There's
hot
all
sauce
stuff
section.
outside. There's
Did
all
you go
like
through the hot sauce section? That
It's
with the fire
outdoors,
truck?
right? It's
No,
outdoors because
It's
he's
like a
didn't
fire
get
truck inside.
in
Yeah.
there. I didn't see the. I
Oh
didn't
my
get to the
God.
fire truck.
I don't think you.
I got it. I got in. Well, I walked around, but I was like,
Yeah.
I'm looking. I got.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
something on my mind, and it's
Taking a
mini,
duty.
mini ponies of polar.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah, I didn't need to take a duty. No, no.
no.
He wasn't.
No, we did.
subscribing to-
I will say that I renegade bathroomed in 3 hotels that I did not stay in.
Oh
on
yeah.
this trip, because a couple of the venues we judge venues by how clean the bathroom are, and there's two types. It's deuce friendly or it's deuce staley.
Don't
Deuce staley.
Okay.
the person.
Deuce staley is a bad bathroom,
It's a
and I had to poop in a Deuce staley on the second night of this tour.
Never
when we were
again.
in Philadelphia.
That's a big thing for you.
at
Isn't it?
this place, Ortlieb's. Yeah. Great place. Ortlieb's, really fun joint. They gave us hot sauce. It's very good. They
Oh,
have good
nice.
tacos.
the hot sauce did
Good turnout.
its job.
Yeah, something happened. I played the show and I was selling merchandise and like something wasn't happening. And, like, I was totally crop dusting people. It was bad. It was bad.
Here's your shirt.
Thanks, let me
It was
just
real. It was real bad.
wafting it.
It was
Let me
real
just
bad.
wait for your transaction to go through.
And it was
It's,
like
connecting.
it was like a toilet paper on a chain and a door that may be locked.
Did you guys play
It
behind
was very,
chicken wire?
It was very sketchy. But
Did you guys play behind chicken wire that night? Get through bottles thrown at you?
No Blues Brothers. No.
I mean, I understand. Okay, so toilet paper on a
Um,
chain because you don't want to get it stolen.
No, it was that kind of bathroom. Anywho, so what we do is we look for nice hotels that are local
Mhm.
to where we're staying, or local to the venue. And if we have to use the restroom, we'll just pull up, park, walk in like we have a room there, and go to the lobby bathrooms and just take care of business. Because lobby bathrooms in 3.5 to 4-star hotels are always nice.
This has been Danny's trip.
Three and
It's true.
3/4
Look,
trip to.
you can, yeah. Look,
Yeah.
that's how we roll, man. That's how we.
Is this a thing that within the whole band or just you? New
No,
Steel's
I
like
mean,
this
yeah,
too?
New Steel do it too. Yeah, dude,
Okay.
if you gotta go, you gotta go, and
Don't
you don't
drag
want to
him
do it
down
in a
with you.
disgusting, venue bathroom that is not
Somebody could
made,
pop in
not
on, yeah.
made for someone to be pooping in there. They don't
Yeah,
want
yeah.
you to be pooping
Of
in
course
there.
they
That's
are.
why sometimes you go into places and there's no bathroom door on the stall where you can take a shit,
Yeah.
and there's still,
It's the punk rock
urinals.
way too. You should
Yeah.
be able to shit in front of anybody. I could look anybody in the eye and take a shit.
Is
same,
that true?
Same time?
I could not do that.
You
I
can't
wouldn't
do
be
that?
able to
You know,
take
he's
a
been
shit.
I think I could do
practicing.
it.
Jeremy's been practicing with a mirror.
Yeah, a mirrored room. Yeah,
Oh, he built, and then what do you call it? When he was on set, he had an entire
my
mirrored
God.
room built. It was originally for Johnny Lee Miller to do something else.
it was
but
originally for my hemorrhoids, but
What?
I found those, and yeah,
I had them
Moved on.
frozen off, and now
Yeah.
I still have this room.
that's right.
So I decided to master blinking at myself.
For the listener, Mike is blinking.
I'm making up
Rapidly.
for all the blinks I never did.
Rapidly
That's right.
blinking.
Well, that's cool. I wish you would have looked around a little more, but it is.
I would go back. I mean, we play
Well, we're about
Cincinnati
to-
now
We're
twice
about
a
to
year.
run out of
so
seltzer,
Yeah.
guys.
I know.
That's true.
We have
So
to.
head
We have to
back.
wait. I can't go back.
What?
It's a long drive.
It's just to go across Pennsylvania. You're going to do that all the time when you're married.
No. She's Eastern Pennsylvania,
It's a
dude.
10-hour drive. Yeah.
There's a good.
Speaking of her, we're almost already married because we tattooed our
Right.
we tattooed our
Wedding vows?
No, just our handwriting on each other and
me see.
musical notes.
Let me see.
Can you tell me how? So did she
Aw.
write it in some sort of a pen, and then he went over it with the tattoo gun?
She wrote it in a Sharpie,
Oh, okay.
and like
he
a
just,
thin Sharpie, and he just
Tattooed
tattooed
it
right the
It's
fuck
a
over.
very
it,
fine Sharpie.
yeah, very fine.
which I thought was kind of funny. It was like, you sure it's non-toxic?
It's
Just put
legal.
on-
Yeah,
it
right
works.
through.
It's a non-toxic. Goes right through.
Right through the bloodstream.
Right through the bloodstream. And
So-
one just wasn't enough because I never had any tattoos. And I'm 36 years old, and I got one. And my buddy was like, "Hey, let's do more." So then I got an infinity sign, and she got a heart on the same side. So we're double tatted on both arms. So we'll always have that. And then I was like, "Look, I have
Sham,
two.
sham, sham,
I have
sham,
two very like sentimental tattoos.
Now let's just get one.
Give
that
me
I
a
don't-
goddamn rock and roll tattoo.
I need one for me.
That's it. So I have a skull on my arm now with David Bowie colored eyes, and that's my
That's your
David
little
Bowie,
memorial?
my
Yeah.
little David Bowie tribute.
That's very nice. It is weird seeing you with tattoos because it's not.
right. I
Yeah,
know.
it's
That's
like
new.
After all these years of people being like,
It's
you
like a
don't
big-
even have any tattoos.
it's like
you
a
have
baby in a business suit. You know what I mean?
It's
It's
like
just
a baby in a business.
It's just
suit.
jarring.
Here, the thing about the one that's on the infinity sign is that it's in a bad place.
It's like
While
you
you're like
fucked up
loading gear,
skateboarding.
you're like loading gear and playing, and it's just I'm driving. It's just like constantly getting fucked with. When we were in Columbia, South Carolina on last Sunday,
I
we were
finally got
playing.
staff.
I mean, I was worried that it was looking like kind of just gnarly. And we're playing the show, and I like somehow rock star moment like did something and like brushed against my
And you-
my
Rough-
jeans
your
or
rough
my rough
denim.
t-shirt,
Yeah,
and all of a sudden I just see like blood
Fresh.
and like it just like blood and ink like on my arm. I'm like, oh fuck. And I'm playing, and I turn to the drummer and I show it to him, and he goes, oh fuck. You'll be fine, man. You'll be fine. Keep going. He basically like shooed me to keep playing.
You guys are the rhythm section.
And we did. So that was a rock star moment. I'll put that on my tombstone.
Yeah.
Busted his own tattoo at a show.
Yeah, but when the infinity tattoo gets busted, does it turn into like a Google or something?
No, I mean it's
double
looking,
infinity.
it looks fine now. It's healing nicely. It's just not as colorful as I'd like it to be. So I'm gonna have to
Jeremy?
go back over and
Yeah, that's a
Fix it.
problem. Which one? The Infinity?
The infinity sign one, yeah, the one that I have here. It's the red isn't as red as it should be, and the black is
For the listener, we will.
I will. I have pictures of it. I got pictures of it when it looked fucked up too, because I thought that I was gonna die, and have a like I
thought
did.
my
I became
last meal would be Waffle House.
I
and
became
would
a
die
hypochondriac
very
for like
happy.
5 days, and randomly like people at the show. We were in Chicago, and some girl
You don't look
came up
so
to
good.
me. No, and she just saw it, and she was like, "Ooh, that looks infected."
She goes,
I was
"Let
like,
me
"What do you mean? As if it's not infected?"
She goes, "Let me pour some Malort on that." And you're like, "No,
No,
lady,
no.
get away, get away!"
Funny, her friend was trying to get her to drink Malort because she had never had any, and I was like, "Don't do it." I mean, if you never had it, I guess you should, but
Somebody that
willingly.
we drank Malort with was at that Ween show that we went to.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
That's
it was
right.
perfect.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I didn't drink any Malort while in Chicago.
I did.
But I did go to Estelle's, my favorite bar in all of Chicago.
That's the side street.
That's right next to. It's right
Oh, that's
next
Philly, I
to
was
where
thinking.
we played Sub T. That they have good horror flicks and good bar food and good beers, but they don't have
Well-
old style, and that's the one thing that pissed me off about it. But
Well-
what can you do?
Can't have
You
everything.
can't have everything.
Does Jungle Gyms have a safari or anything kind of outdoorsy like that?
No, it's
Just a lot of parking.
lots of parking.
Lots of parking, man. It's a
and
massive.
it's
thing.
usually it's weekends. It'll be jammed up. It's unbelievable. Yeah.
I've never seen terrible parking until I went to Woodbury Commons.
That's bad parking.
It's a terrible parking, man.
Yeah, I remember getting to that kind of tough. You get off the highway and it's
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
not so cool. Wow.
You guys.
So we had a great show in Nashville, Tennessee, a nice guarantee at a really cool venue that the guy who booked the show for us booked through a promoter who didn't secure the date and then was like, "Whoa, someone booked the date on a show that I had
didn't hold it.
and didn't hold it. Like, what
Ugh.
happened?" And then she like changed venues twice. And I was like, this woman is not going to pay us and something bad's going to happen. And I got another gig from the same guy for like 40 miles away in
Then-
Murfreesboro,
The name of the promoter
Tennessee.
was Deuce Friendly.
I'm not saying the name of the promoter.
They put me up in a 3 3/4 star
That's
hotel,
right. It was
And a-
1/4 less.
and
A good
took it-
guarantee went to a crappy guarantee, and we get to this place, and it looked like it was kind of like a Shea Stadium, like DIY kind of cool joint.
Okay.
And we were supposed to be there like 5:30, and we got there at like 4:30, and there was nobody there, and it was a house. It was a house that like
Ugh.
looked like it was beaten down a little bit. There was like a tent in the back, and we were sitting inside.
there was
The
a
van
cardboard. There was a
being like,
cardboard box that said "banned."
Like I don't know. And then like some dude walking a dog came walking from the backyard, didn't even look at us, and just walked into the house. I was like, let's get out of here.
That's my
So we left and got tacos from a place that
Never
someone
a bad
online, someone on Instagram saw that we were playing in Murfreesboro and was like, go to this taco joint. So we did. And it was pretty good. But then we get back there and this is like a straight up like squatter punk house. 7 people who live in the upstairs, the whole downstairs, other than the kitchen and the back, which was like they have a place that you could sell merch and draw pictures and do it. It was like a very like
yeah.
you know, creative spot for these kids. And it stunk like cigarettes so bad that I couldn't go in there. And I basically sat in the van for 3.5 hours. And like, it was the only time I've ever done anything like that where I was like, look, I'm not a prima donna. I don't give a shit. I just can't be in a room that smells like that for too long because it's going to make me fucking sick. And I have another 8 shows to play. And I'm not going to lose my voice.
I can sing it from the window.
I'm not going to lose my
pull up
voice
the van a little closer.
over being in like this place.
I'd have to turn the van off though because we're not burning gas like that for a whole show.
Well, that's a good point.
But it turned out amazing. Like there was a lot of people. It was a really fun show. People were like super into it. We had kids moshing at our shows, which never ever happens.
Other people sang all the words to his songs because Dan wasn't there. singing.
No, I was. I went in and did my 40-minute set. Sold some merchandise that were basically I brought in 1 T-shirt of each and was like,
Meet
"Who
me
wants
outside.
these? Who wants these? If anybody wants
Meet
them,
me outside.
they're in the van because I'm not bringing all of our merchandise in here to smell
Exactly.
like cigarettes."
Smell like-
Take a deep breath and come outside.
but it turned out
Punk shows,
really
man.
good. It was a long time. I hadn't done that in a long time.
There's healthy punks out there.
It might have been. It honestly might be the dingiest place I've ever played in my entire 18 years of touring.
There was in Columbus. There's a place called the Legion of Doom that they called it, and it was a punk house that sounds very similar to that. And then we lived in a house with 10 people, and like there's mice in the food pantry, and
The
I wouldn't
mice
do
had
it
a
again.
band. What was the mice? What's the band that the mice had?
the Squeakers.
The Squeakers, right?
I saw a bunch of Petunia tattoos on this tour.
Oh, yeah.
We did
gosh.
a lot. They're like we had like 4 of them.
In one
And
room.
No, there was just throughout. But in Columbus, we played this really cool joint called Bossy Girls Pinup Joint. And it's like a bar that has burlesque, and they also do bands. And it was super fun. And we
What outfit did you
So we
wear?
basically, there were 2 bands, and then the burlesque show happened. And then we played after the burlesque show, and I was like, I don't want to do that. Like,
I don't want to
how are
follow
we
them
gonna-
up.
How are we going to follow up that?
You can't follow boobs
But we did.
ever.
We did, and it worked out great.
Oh, that's great.
But
Guess how many
the,
T-shirts
the
it took?
owner the owner's wife did burlesque, and she did burlesque dressed as Artie,
So the co-owner.
and she did a
Wow.
burlesque routine.
As Petunia.
Is that as you call them, burlesque routines?
Yes.
She did a burlesque routine to the Beat and Pete theme song,
Oh,
and she brought out
God bless
she
her.
brought out Rolling Thunder, a bowling ball, and was like
Wow.
wrestling with it. I have
Commitment.
video of the entire thing, and I had pictures of it, and I sent them to Chris and Will and Toby, and they
deleted
were
your
like,
number.
oh my god, I think Will wrote, well, we did, don't we say happily deranged? It was awesome. Like I thought it was great. I still do.
He didn't send them.
She
to
was
me, though.
awesome.
He didn't send them to me though.
It was just
I got-
one of those funny things where he was like, whoa.
Yeah. Don't send it to Morona.
It
That's
was
too
just, no, I wanted to tell you now. I was saving it for the podcast.
That's
See,
awesome.
he did
That's
damn it.
awesome, dude. No, dude, that
Protected
is
the
a
I
sweet.
did. I'm
brand.
protecting the brand,
That is
man.
a sweet. That's a sweet story.
It was pretty
How do you
funny.
burlesque in skin tight jumpsuits?
Well, she keeps
A little
taking
bit
it
at a
off.
time.
A little bit
but
at a
it's
time.
one piece.
You got to see. There's like, and she did
Oh,
the.
they're
very
She
doing
did
like
all
a
a
the.
show.
shoulder
very
here
creative.
and a shoulder there.
They're
You know,
very
she did all the hits with the dun dun dun. She was like, "Here's my,
It's
here's
about-
my midriff. Here's my tits."
It's about.
It was,
Yeah.
it was,
Yeah.
it was funny,
Yeah.
and something special that I'd never seen before.
That's incredible.
And I was like,
That's
oh,
like a
I'll take
special
it.
touch that you never would expect. But,
no,
yeah.
no. And I guess she had done it before, and then because we were playing, she was like, "I'm going to do it again." It was a whole
Oh,
90s.
okay.
It was like a whole 90s thing. Like 2 people came up as Good Burger, and like there was, Dexter's
Danny did the-
Laboratory. There was a
Danny did
Dexter's
the beat-
Laboratory.
Danny did
and
the B girl from the
Hey
No Rain
Arnold.
video.
I did. No, but you know what I did do when we got there? There was karaoke happening, and I made friends with a bartender, and she's like, "You should do karaoke." And I was like, I haven't had a single drink. I'm not doing karaoke. And she convinced me to do karaoke, and I convinced her to do Love Shack because that's my go-to.
Yeah.
And I didn't get to do the second one to go back up and sing as Fred Schneider doing a different song. But we did that together, and it was just like a crazy moment. I was like, I like this town, Columbus. And then we went and had Mexican food, and I felt the oldest I've ever felt in my whole life
Why?
because it was just
Well,
like
it's all
18 to 21-year-old kids like
students,
trying to
yeah.
like sneak drinks.
They're all
and, like-
vaping.
no,
They're all
they
vaping. I
weren't
know
all
they are.
vaping.
I know
But
they are.
there was a table of kids that were singing. This is Backstreet Boys are in sync. The Tearing Up My Heart.
No.
Tearing up my heart. And they were
Wow.
like going nuts singing. And I was like, how the fuck do you guys know this song? So I guess it's the pop has been passed down.
Well, that's what happens when you put music videos on YouTube. Nowadays, everybody listens through YouTube, and it's like, they just catch up with all the
They
Backstreets.
catch up with all the Backstreets
the
back, all
NSYNCs.
right, and the NSYNCs and the 98 degrees.
The Hataways.
Exactly. But that
fun.
sounds like a good little
It was a good
Midwestern.
run. We went to Kalamazoo, never been there before.
Yeah,
You also
I
have.
thought it was a place that didn't really exist. Did you eat that donut I gave you?
I took a bite. Yeah,
It was a little
it
stale.
was a little stale.
Sorry.
you have a permanent record of your journey.
I have permanent record of my journey, yeah. My credit card statements.
No, I was talking about the tattoos.
Oh, no, these all I got my buddy Adam Adam Kruger, Adam H. Kruger. You can find him on Instagram. He's an incredible artist.
That's
Yeah,
Adam
absolutely.
And
Kruger.
no, I did these in Bushwick, man.
Oh.
Those are
Sounds-
Schwick tattoos. Yeah.
These are Schwicktastic tattoos.
It sounds less romantic. I wanted to think that it happened in Ohio somehow.
No, I would.
The Amish.
No, but you know what's funny? Now it's like, now that,
the
because I never
Mennonites.
had any before, and now I have the 3. Now I look by at these tattoo places. I'm like, oh shit, I should maybe go in there.
That's what it is.
Like on the main street in Dayton, we played at this place, Blind Bob's, that we always play at. Shout out to Dayton because it's a great city and fun.
Home of rubber.
Home of rubber. There's like 2 tattoo parlors, literally like 2 storefronts down from each other.
And
I
they
was like,
both-
this is this kind of town.
One has
well,
a
that's
There's plenty of room.
one
There's
has a
plenty
Kim
room.
Deal standee and one has a Kelly Deal standee. And they're pointing each. They're like, "We got tatted here."
Did you went to the record store, right?
Yeah, I went to
Yeah.
Omega. Yeah, I bought a bunch of records there.
I don't
It's a
know if it
great-
was
it's
called
a-
Omega when I was there.
It
I
looks
can't
like it
remember.
was. This is an
it?
old,
Okay.
old ass yellow awning on the corner. But
Yeah,
I'm sure it's changed so much since
I
you've
think
been
it was
there.
something else. But anyway, yeah, it's on the corner, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
it's
down
right at the corner,
and then
like
movie
the end, right by
theater.
where the train tracks are.
Right,
Where
and
that little-
the neon's still there, right? The movie theater
Yeah.
still in the corner. Yeah,
Wow, I can almost see it.
they used to have CinemaScope.
Dude,
Or
they-
the yes,
there's
CinemaScope.
2 tattoo parlors, and then across the street from each other, there's 2 like adult stores.
Yes, yeah.
And it's just like very.
What was
It's like
all
this
that?
town ain't big enough for 2 different adult adult stores.
There was all
2
this in
tattoo
between. You were
parlors.
like adult stores.
Yeah, I was going to say something else. I don't know why. I don't know why I was like, it's
Were you
going to
say
store.
Emporia? You were looking for the plural of Emporium.
If you would,
Adult dildo and other accessories.
if you would have traveled a little further down that road, it turns into another main throwaway, and that's where I went to my first porn shop, and had the story where there's we put a quarter in. There's 4 of us in a booth because we were all drunk, and the woman's like dancing. And
Only one of you get out.
well, no, she was for a second she was fine, and then she started pointing to the hole, and I was like, I'm not putting my dick in that hole, like, because I didn't understand what she was pointing. Like, I didn't. Yeah,
She
wanted
was
money.
asking you for money.
She wanted money, of course. Yeah, I was. And, you know.
Oh, I remember the first time you told this story.
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
just
yeah,
it was
yeah,
just
yeah.
as awkward that
Yeah,
time.
yeah. It's I didn't do it, but yeah.
And shout out to Josh Gwynn, who put us up for
Nice.
2 nights.
Being
So that's the kind
being
of guy he
Josh
is.
Gwynn.
For being Josh Gwynn.
For being
Who-
Josh Gwynn.
Who yesterday he posted a video on Facebook of the Dayton recycling or regular garbage. They have the trucks that grab the can
Oh,
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
those.
dump them in.
Robo grabbers are so good.
I think he wrote good one Skynet, and he's got like he's got just footage looking out on the street. There's a Nest or whatever the fuck it's called, or something,
Yeah.
that he can just see
And
what's
it
happening
misses.
here.
It misses.
No, it picked it up and it dumped the whole fucking thing in there. He lost his garbage can. The whole can
Wow.
went in,
Wow.
which I thought was hilarious.
It's
The
working.
video
Sorry,
was
sir.
very funny.
Sorry, sir. Your can was too puny. It was.
I guess he's
disposable.
getting another one, and he didn't even have to. I'm sure the guys saw that happened, and he just like, well, you'll get another one.
Nah,
he didn't even
keep
have to show
driving.
the video to be like,
Keep driving.
City of Dayton, what
happens.
are you doing?
They voted in an incredible trash can budget that year, so they're good. Everybody gets one and
Yes.
a backup.
Everybody gets one.
And a backup.
And the Dayton show was awesome. And our friends Grenades, who always put on our show for us, and this band Skirt, SKRT.
RT.
Definitely go give them a listen. And yeah, big ups to Andrew from Grenades for putting everything together.
Nice, man. It sounds
Yeah.
like a good little.
We had a good run, man.
little
We had
run.
a good run. We did a lot of decent shows, and then we had a little mini Ohio tour in a tour.
I just stayed here and watched our child.
Well, our child?
Yeah.
Wait, do I get rights to Gerard now?
No, you get to give me money
Oh,
to feed him.
To feed him.
Yeah, you remember the video I made for you? I told you
Yes,
about our
yes,
child that we
yes,
had together.
Yes, that's right. I do remember that. Though I lost all that shit because my phone is fucked up. Because
Wow.
Someone-
Jeremy,
Something
did you
to
put
me.
the subtitles on it?
Mm-mm.
I didn't think so.
No subtitles.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Well, gents, what do you think? We should wrap this up?
Yeah, let's wrap it up. That was a good. Thank you
I
for
don't know if
letting
we're
me
all
talk
gonna-
about the.
Yeah, that's fine.
Jones
I don't
one.
think we're all going to fit inside this porta potty, but let me just open the door.
You could. Everybody can fit inside, man. It was something.
Let's crack that door open and look
something super
inside.
special.
It's-
Okay, I'm stepping in first.
Yeah.
Now you sound like Gerard.
Yeah.
He loves,
Ooh,
he
does he
loves
do that?
monkeys.
He
Oh, yeah, he loves animals of every kind. Yeah, he'd probably have a good time at
He
Jungle
would
Gyms.
love Jungle Gyms. He would freak
Yeah,
out.
hopefully he'll be outfitted in some sort of Polar Seltzer branded onesie when he gets
Ah,
there.
At that
yes.
point, yeah.
From the
hopefully
good
we'll have-
people
yes.
at Polar Seltzer.
have
Please, Polar
sponsorship,
Seltzer,
yeah.
please sponsor
Please
us.
sponsor us.
That's right, please.
Our customers are tired of hearing you. Talk
Please,
about
please sponsor us, listeners. Please sponsor us and go to our Patreon account.
That's right. Patreon.com/Danny and Mike
With the N spelled out.
That's
That is
right.
correct. Well,
And if you like rock and roll music, check out Jones. We have a new
Jones.org,
record out.
yeah.
You should
Or
listen
buy it
to
on iTunes. Yeah, that would
Please.
be great too.
Please,
But
please,
come out
don't,
to the van.
don't hang up.
Come out to the van. Just don't. We're
Come
not
out.
gonna. We're not gonna sell
to
it
the
right
van,
here. Come out
yeah.
to the van.
Only, look, if you're a smoking venue, all of our merch will be in the van. And if you're a smoking venue at this point, I mean,
It
You're hot.
seems weird.
You're on fire.
granted, it's a house and it's not a real
Yeah, it's a punk
thing.
house.
No, but there's
But, like,
Cincinnati
yeah,
has those
no.
places that you can smoke inside.
Well, yeah. Well,
No, it's
Yeah, they're
I
called
don't know about
churches.
that.
something like that. Kentucky, I think.
In
They're called
we had
diners.
that-
They're called
we-
waffle houses.
in the last venue I played at that wasn't a DIY venue that had smoking was in Mishawaka, Indiana, the Midway Tavern. And I was like, how is this still a thing? How is this still? And also,
There's
how I remember being in bars when you could still smoke, and I stunk like cigarettes, and it was disgusting.
Yeah.
Now, when you're been out of it for so long, I don't know how people used to fucking play shows and tour in the 80s and 90s when there was smoking everywhere.
Yeah, I
It's
bartended.
goddamn disgusting.
I bartended every Friday, Saturday night. I would stink.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's fucking horrible.
No, didn't like it.
My only
Anyhow.
comparison was working at the candle factory and coming home smelling like candles, which is a very
Our-
different,
Totally
very different world.
Our old drummer Quinn, his brother worked at a candle factory, and I was like, he was at like lunch or something, and someone was taking their order, and the waitress
Y'all
was
smell like
like,
butterscotch.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
exactly that. It was, what do y'all smells like pancakes?
That's our new pancake candle.
Oh God.
Maple syrup.
Yeah. Oh, it's maple syrup
Well,
and the pancakes.
Thanks y'all for smelling so sweet along with
That's
us,
right.
and we'll be back soon with
check-
some more
Yeah.
tales.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
more tales.
I'm at Remy Bellin. If you want to give it a look, I have another podcast called Fresh Beef. Also doing another podcast called The Bradshaw Boys, which is about rewatching Sex and the City. Check that out.
Or
he
you
is-
could watch it ever.
That's right. And then this is at Michael C. Morona, and that gentleman over there in the corner there that you can't see is at D. Tamborelli.
Or just Danny Tamborelli on Instagram.
There you go.
I'm trying to do more Instagram these days.
Good luck with
Twitter's a cesspool of filth.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey,
Wow.
Yeah.
Strong words.
It's disgusting.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Bye. The Adventures of Danny and Mike stars Danny Tamborelli and Michael C. Morona. The show is produced by Jeremy Balin. For more information on the guys, visit our website at DannyandMike.com. Also, look us up on Twitter at Danny and Mike with the N spelled out, and on Facebook at Facebook.com/The Adventures of Danny and Mike. Thanks for listening.